Mitchell, and she is a good friend of Ruach for many years. There's many of us that know her well, and she will tell us a little bit about herself.
Hi, as you know, my name's Louanne Mitchell, and I am the officer or the minister here at Manly Salvos, and I have been here for just over 10 years.
Wow.
I had a very specific calling on my life to minister to the poor and marginalised, so I'm grateful to God that I was able to be placed here at Manly, where we have a worshipping community which ministers to the poor and marginalised, or those on the margins of our community here at Manly. We offer a soup kitchen. We have a community centre that's open 3 mornings a week from 8:30 to 12, and our kitchen serves a hot meal at 11 o'clock with a takeaway sandwich.
Nice.
We also have a community meal once a month, which is called Feast, Friends Eating at Salvos Together, and we have lovely friends from Ruach who support us in that ministry, and we probably have about 50 people come to that meal, which is a roast dinner with dessert, and we share God's message of hope and love to those people, and following that we have a short sort of Bible study or hope group, as we call it, afterwards.
When you say you had a specific call on your life, can you tell us about that?
So during my training as a minister, we had to visit some different sort of social, what we would call social centres back then, and went to a place called Street Level in Sydney, Surrey Hills, and then another place in Melbourne. And then after I visited those places, I felt that God or the Holy Spirit was saying to me that I want you to specifically minister to those that are doing it very tough. And that was a challenge to me, because that's not the kind of environment that I grew up in or that I was familiar with, so I felt ill-equipped to do that. But God assured me that He had blessed me in many ways, and that He would equip me to be able to do that.
Well, what are some of the highs and lows in this ministry?
Okay, so some of the highs are when it is actually possible to help someone, when they have a need that we are able to point them in the right direction, or we have the resources that we can give to them. Another high for me is we had a woman here who had been a victim of domestic violence over many years, and had been able to get away from that situation, but was living in quite poor conditions with her teenage son, and was really struggling to make ends meet and to find a job. And a few months later, I was just shopping in Woolworths, and I heard a woman call out my name, and it was this same woman who had been able to get a job at Woolworths, and she just looked so happy and beaming, and I just was grateful for the joy that God sent me that day. Because often we don't see people when they're able to change their lives. We don't have a lot of contact with them, so we don't get to see the next part of their story. Also, Feast is always a high, just seeing people come and share a meal together and have conversation, and just the energy in the room at that time is a high. Okay, the lows or frustrations is when people don't want help. They don't want to have help. They're quite happy just to stay being homeless, for example. They don't really want to change or find out how they can improve their life.
Thanks, Louanne. We really appreciate you're a busy lady, so thanks for giving Ruach some time, because this will be something that will be a blessing for our church this Sunday. And we are grateful for you at the stand that you take with the marginalised in our community, and the work you do here is just incredible. So thanks for giving us some time.
Thank you, Rob. And I would like to thank Ruach Faith Community for their ongoing support, financial support, but more importantly, the spiritual support that I have from the people that partner with us here at Manly Salvos. So thank you.